move on to Sony's press conference. Sony was a little bit of a hit and miss for me. Like, they started out pretty strong, and then like they went to the Sony TV, and I was like, then they ended strong.
Let's just go ahead and get this out here right here now. Sony gave an A- performance. Sony did what Sony does normally. They talked about crap that we didn't care about.
Yep.
I'm glad they at least threw their crap in there closer to the end when it just got really boring anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'll admit, I'm hyped for Powers TV. I'm glad that when you get a PlayStation Plus subscription, you get the entire season. But you didn't have to spend that much time talking about it.
I think you spent like 20 minutes on it or something.
You didn't have to have
Kingpin
come out there and talk about it. Kingpin did not need to step on stage, although Kingpin was awesome. I'm sorry, Kingpin was awesome, but you know. Overall, Sony, okay, for my takeaway, Sony did what Microsoft wished they could have done at their press conference. Sony, again, killed it with the indies.
Yeah.
Sony has proven themselves to be the bastion of indies.
Oh, yeah.
They showed so many indie games. I mean, my big takeaway, No Man's Sky. Let's just jump right in there. Bronson, I know you're hyping it up. God, it's so beautiful.
Procedurally generated
You guys are sitting here like drooling about the game.
And
every person starts out, no two people get the same planet when they start out.
Yeah.
And then when you fly into the space, they're all just different planets.
yes. I
I'm
just want a dinosaur planet. That's all I want. I saw a brontosaurus and I was like,
Yeah, I mean, Sony, hands down, is #1 when it comes to indie games. Like, hands down.
yes.
We also had other big games besides the indie games. I think the coolest thing for me was to see the Mortal Kombat X gameplay footage. That was pretty cool. The fatalities, like, and the graphics looked amazing. So
The theme for this year's E3 was how brutal can we be? Because there's a lot of games. That was pretty rough.
yeah,
Like Mortal Kombat X is gonna be one of my de facto. I love fighting games, but just how rough.
I just want to break someone's spine. And I can do that. Because
You know
Sub-Zero
what?
does that.
I want Kratos back in it like they did in the last
I
one.
hope
If
they
they can put Kratos and Freddy Krueger back in it, that'd be awesome. Or someone even better from
I really hope they
any of the Sony franchises. They also showed Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, they showed a long gameplay trailer for that.
Hands down the best trailer
Yeah.
at E3.
All
Hands down.
right, it was one of the best trailers at E3. I just think it had the best soundtrack though. Just
It did.
that damn music.
Oh
I
my
was just
god,
like,
it's amazing.
I just like closed my eyes. I was like,
That's why it's so good. It was good because of that song. If it had a different song, I don't think
Yeah.
it would have been as good. It would
So,
not have been
yeah.
as powerful.
that was pretty amazing. I love that.
Batman Arkham Knight. They showed the gameplay for that.
All right,
did.
can we take a time out real quick? I loved watching the press conference for that Sony presser, and then when the Batman trailer went on and it looked like it was glitching, I loved seeing the Microsoft fanboys just rage. They're like, "Ha! Look at that! That's what you get when you buy an inferior product." And then it turned out to be part of the presentation,
Yeah.
and everybody got real silent. I was like, "You
Well,
little."
That's what I thought. When I saw it was glitching, I'm like, what's going on? Why is it glitching? Is this... And then Scarecrow came on, and it was like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Until somebody came out on stage and said, "We're sorry," you know, something happened, I was like, just roll with it, let it keep happening.
Well, I mean, like, sometimes you have those glitches at E3. So it was like,
eventually somebody would have came out and said something, but they're like, they just kept going, and you could see it. They're like, "Yeah, this is supposed to happen."
It is pretty
Fine.
cool that we are going to get on the PS3. We're going to get some exclusive nightmare scenarios for Scarecrow. That's going to be pretty cool.
Sony has been killing it with Batman stuff. Literally, I think the big thing right now that came out of Sony was that Destiny bundle. Just the simple fact that they're taking the fact that they have exclusive content. They're already hugely partnered with Activision and Bungie with Destiny. They have their own console. I was waiting to buy a PS4. I finally see the one I'm gonna get.
I feel like I should have waited.
Yeah, maybe.
Bought one in February and I've used it like 5 times.
I know.
I would have bought one when that one came out.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to get PS4 soon, so definitely.
I was waiting for them to be more to play on it, and I was waiting for Destiny, and there we have. I know Destiny on Xbox One. I'll double dip. I will play Destiny on Xbox One with you. But
That's all I need. It's fine.
My game for the PS4 that I cannot wait for is The Order 1886.
yes,
That is going to be absolutely amazing. I love like those alternate history games. So that for me is like so super exciting.
that game was pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That game was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was gorgeous.
that game was pretty.
It was. I'll play it. That's actually one of the reasons why I bought my PS4. And then they pushed it back. And I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet, awesome, now I have to wait.
But I mean, it is coming out next year. So hopefully next year.
February.
It is February 5th, 2015. I don't know the exact date, but February 25th.
I don't think they have like an exact date yet, but
I'm sure they did.
it's gonna be.
I was too busy looking at the shine.
Yeah, and as we were talking about exclusive content and like exclusive games, Dead Island 2 was announced at the Sony Press Conference. As that's not going to be exclusive to the system, but they are going to have an exclusive beta to the PS4 and an exclusive class.
I know I ragged on Microsoft about throwing money at the solution, but Sony, I guess, learned their lesson too. Yeah. I can't solve the solution on my own. Throw cash in it.
In all fairness, man, I think they actually threw more cash than Microsoft did this time around.
Yeah.
They have so much more exclusive content. Like,
yeah.
The Disney Infinity even has, the Marvel one even has exclusive, like, Incredible Hulk.
But that's time exclusive. That's time exclusive.
That's still pretty huge, though.
Yeah, they were like 30 days and then everywhere else. Because if they had have literally locked down the Incredible Hulk to only get it on PlayStation products,
people would be mad.
Oh, so many.
Like,
I know my nephew would be angry because he loves Disney Infinity.
All my friends who love Hulk, they're like, well, I have to buy a PlayStation now because that's the only place I can play Hulk.
I definitely gotta say that the down point for me at the Sony was the PS TV. It was like, meh. It's like, really don't care about this.
It was, I guess, for some people, if you want to play your video games on a big screen, which I'm pretty sure there was already options for that, but whatever.
I think there was.
If you want to do that, that's fine.
You could if you had plugged up to your PS4. Like what the thing is supposed to do is you hook it up to the TV and it like streams your Vita games to the TV, which is cool, but I'd rather just keep it in my hand and play.
Yeah.
The only thing I think is kind of cool about that is they do have the two bundles. They have the 99, which just comes with the PS TV, and then they have the 139 bundle where you get a DualShock controller, and then for like $40 more you get the DualShock and HDMI and the Lego Movie game. That's like 3 things for the price.
You get a memory card too.
And a memory card.
Which you need them.
Yeah.
I don't need any more HDMIs. Like my TV is running out of it. I need to buy HDMI.
I need more HDMI outlets.
PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now, I think, was pretty important.
Yeah.
I think for them, because they announced it last year, everybody was wondering what they were going to do with Gaikai. Now that you see it, and now that they actually have it coming out, it needed to happen. PlayStation Now is going to be pretty big for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially Nintendo, like Sony's version of Nintendo's Virtual Console, except you don't buy them, you just rent them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if they do a special discount for PlayStation Plus users, I think that'll like solidify it for a lot of people. I don't think they're gonna have any plans to do that right now, but I think in order for it to be like huge and take off like they want it to, they'll have to do something for PlayStation Plus members.
Yeah. They probably will. Sony's pretty good about treating their PlayStation Plus members pretty well. True. I mean, they get free games, they get free content, they get free access to stuff, access to things. I think that there will be something for Plus members on there, and as you know, Plus is optional, which is pretty cool.
I mean, other than that, Sony started off strong, went downhill.
Then ended really strong.
They had that dry point,
yeah.
And then they ended on Uncharted 4.
I know, right?
Which I think they needed to do.
Yeah.
I guess moving on next,